Good morning, team. I wanted to give you a little bit of a video today to set your week up right. Something on motivation and just in general, a good way to start your week every week. So I'm going to give you 5 things here to keep yourself in check and keep your motivation going, especially as the season is on the back quarter of the season. So some things to revisit that we do all year as well. So one, I want to make sure that you're checking in on your feedback system. I want you to make a little checklist on what's important to you to be successful today, this week, this month, and perhaps maybe even finishing out this final quarter of the year. So something as simple as your checklist today for some people could be, I'm going to make sure that I get up when my alarm goes off at 4:30 or 5 a.m. to get to that morning 5:30 swim slot that I have to get that done before my day even starts. So could be as simple as follow my checklist is I'm going to get up when my alarm goes off, then I'm going to make sure that I go to the swim. And then what's your list for that day? And often writing that checklist out the night before and knowing exactly what you're going to do at what time. And then before you even let your mind take over, just stick to that checklist and check them off. And do that I like to do it every single start of the week. I have my week laid out. I have my checklist. I know exactly what it is I need to do at what time. And then before I let anything creep in that's going to distract me from that, and trust me, when the alarm goes off early, we all think the same things. It's just make yourself go. And the one thing I love to always think about if I'm struggling with that is remember how you're going to feel afterwards. So those checklists help keep us on task. The next one is continue to track progress, which we do in our training logs all of the time. But more importantly, I want you, as we're headed into this later part of the year, is to remember to check off successes. So that what did you achieve last week that you did really well? What did you achieve in the last quarter really well? And what have you achieved so far this year? So even though we have small celebrations after races and we know how we did, it's important each day and each week to just make that little list of, hey, let's celebrate and check off some of the things that we did really well last week. And they might be really small successes, like I chose better snacks for myself all day long so that I was fueled properly and I felt really good about that. It might be that I drank more water. It was that I completed 85% of my sessions. What are those little checklists, those process goals that we achieve that you can celebrate off the checklist that you made that set you up for success? Number 3 is, we call it use a commitment, if you want to call it a device or whatever, just making a little note where you pair up something that you maybe are dreading doing a little bit with the result outcome that you're after. So if you have a list of things that you think, man, I don't really want to do that this week. I'm not really motivated to do it. Maybe I'm not super motivated to do my core work or those little easy jogs that seem to be time consuming, but do I really feel like getting out at the end of the day and getting that jog done? Well, if it's not desired to do, go back and think about, if I have this in my routine and it's a habit and it's cumulative over time and I keep doing this day in and day out off that original checklist that we make, it might not be desirable in the moment to do it, but the outcome that you're after overall, when that all adds up, now that desired outcome is possible. Right? So we might in the moment think, oh, I just really don't want to do that. It's not a desired task in the moment. However, you have a very specific desired goal and outcome that you would like to achieve. And so think about that and pairing them together. Say, but if I do this every day, if I drink more water every day, if I get those 20-minute jogs in every week for the next month, my running will be where I want it to be. So the desired outcome is a result of continuing to add up those undesirable moments and making them actually happen. And all of a sudden you're where you want to be. The next one, if you're struggling a little bit, is make it social. We have our groups, we have our WhatsApp group, we have connections and friends that we that we share this with and use them and share all of these things with your groups. So take a few minutes, make it social, share your goals, share your checklist, share where you struggle a little bit, and share your successes. So we have some people on the team who are really great about sharing their successes and making that everybody a part of their success. And I think that making that social connection with your peers is really important, and it helps keep that motivation and that spirit up. So really good stuff there. And then again, the thing that we always do, we do this at the front of every year. We do it a little bit intermittently throughout the year, and good to do it as we get into the latter part of the year, is revisit your real purpose on why you're doing what you do. I always talk about, thinking about your why do we do this? But really, more importantly, think about, what impact does this really have on my life by doing this every day? You're defining the type of person you want to be, and really clearly knowing the impact that it has on your life. So it might have a positive impact on your health. It has a positive impact on how you feel about yourself and your confidence. It would have an impact on your just your physical overall well-being and mental well-being, your social connections, all of these things. And then maybe take a moment, if you do that often and you're getting a little stale with that process, is maybe visit what your life might look like if it was missing. So we've all been injured or sick or been in circumstances where it's been taken away from us. And then we're really reminded why we do this and why it's important to us, aside from the actual achievements and how proud we are of that progress that we make. You're always being challenged as a person and pushed to discover new things about yourself. But if this all of a sudden was removed from your life, what would that look like, and what would it feel like if it completely went away? So sometimes if we visit that in addition to visiting our why and our real purpose of doing this, it helps us stay connected to why are we getting up every single day and doing that morning workout, and then again later at night heading out for a little workout before dinner, or even for some people after dinner before they head to bed. So hopefully that helps with your motivation. Hopefully that sets your week up for some success, and we will talk to you later. Cheers.